All right, let's dive right in. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a massive shift for IT leaders, moving away from just constantly blocking AI risks and instead using it to literally accelerate organization-wide transformation.
But, before we even get into the technical nitty-gritty of governance, I want you to ask yourself something. What is the ultimate, incredibly ambitious goal your organization could hit if AI was fully unleashed? Seriously, hold on to that thought, because we're going to explore exactly how to make that happen safely.
Okay, quick look at where we're headed. First, fragmented work, unified workflows. Second, real-world autonomous agents. Third, the shadow AI threat. Fourth, enter Agent 365. Fifth, empowering the AI admin. And finally, defining your enterprise moonshot. Let's get to it.
Kicking things off with Section 1, Fragmented Work, Unified Workflows. So we gotta start with the baseline problem that's honestly been plaguing our offices for decades. We are finally moving away from this reality where humans essentially act as the glue between a bunch of disconnected apps. Think about something as simple as booking a work trip. In the old days, well, really right now for a lot of us, you're spending hours navigating this messy, fragmented mix of travel apps, expense software, calendars. It's a headache. But in the new paradigm, AI agents unify and automate all those fragmented processes into entirely seamless workflows, completely grounded in your company's deep data context. It's a total game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, real-world autonomous agents.
Let's actually look at a practical example to see how these agents tackle really complex real-world tasks. An autonomous agent, let's say Microsoft's Cowork, can seamlessly run multi-step tasks for something like a Q1 product analysis, all in parallel, and without you constantly having to prompt it. You just give it an abstract request. From there, it gathers regional data, builds out those massive multi-sheet Excel financial models, and writes a rich executive summary in Word, all at the exact same time while you're off focusing on bigger things.
And it gets even better. Say you miss a critical meeting because, of course, you're double booked. These agents actually have the deep context of your organization's work IQ. They'll autonomously extract all the context from that meeting you missed, compile priority health and Q1 metrics, generate a full security brief, and literally email the deliverables right to your inbox in time for your commute. I mean, it is actively doing the work before the work.
So, the so what here is the massive business value this drives. Take the company Unify as an example. They achieved a wild 30 times cost efficiency just by building a custom agentic solution on this type of platform, rather than going out and buying standard off-the-shelf software. 30 times. That is just a staggering return on investment.
Which brings us to Section 3, the shadow AI threat.
Now, while those productivity gains are absolutely thrilling, they do introduce a pretty terrifying security reality if we leave them unchecked. Just take a second and think about this number. 500,000. There have been 500,000 agents built inside Microsoft alone by their own employees over just the last couple of years. 500,000. We're talking everything from a quick little tool for a 5-person team all the way up to massive production-grade agents handling core finance ops. The scale here is just explosive.
But here's the catch. Without proper governance, that incredible speed of adoption leads straight into shadow AI. We're talking about the widespread use of unauthorized, unmanaged AI coding tools and local agents that employees just deploy on corporate devices without any IT visibility whatsoever. And as you can probably guess, that creates massive access risks, serious policy drift, and major data compliance nightmares.
All right, Section 4, enter Agent 365. So how do we fix it? Well, this brings us to the solution. A single enterprise control plane designed to handle all of this risk without just killing the innovation entirely. Agent 365 gives you an unprecedented unified view. It's basically a single pane of glass for AI admins, giving you a full registry of all active agents. And what's really cool is it lets you sync and oversee these agents no matter where they were originally built, whether that's Microsoft, AWS Bedrock, Google Cloud, you name it. It meticulously tracks the exact data, the tools, and the security policies invoked by every single agent.
But hey, it's not just about visibility, right? It's about taking action. If Agent 365 detects unmanaged shadow AI running locally on some employee's machine, it lets admins instantly deploy a one-click Intune configuration to just block that unapproved tool across the entire network. Boom, you protect the organization instantly. Now, what about the agents you do want? Let's walk through that policy-driven approval workflow. First, a developer submits a high-value agent request. Next, the admin comes in and checks the requested data, tools, and permissions. Then, and this is absolutely crucial, the admin applies strict policy guardrails using templates. Finally, the agent is published securely. This whole process guarantees that every agent deployed to your broader organization starts secure and stays secure from day one.
Moving on to Section 5, Empowering the AI Admin.
With this kind of powerful architecture in place, the actual day-to-day reality of IT administration undergoes a massive transformation. You're no longer stuck being this defensive gatekeeper, just handing out licenses and putting out fires from bad actors. As an AI admin of the future, you become an enabler of truly scalable corporate innovation. Your mandate completely shifts to accelerating transformation, empowering the organization, and actively shaping a secure AI culture at an immense scale.
I love this quote because it perfectly captures that new mandate, balancing strict security constraints with just unbounded ambition. Shadow AI can stay off, and innovation can stay on. You really don't have to choose between moving fast and staying compliant anymore. Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, Defining Your Enterprise Moonshot.
To see the ultimate proof of what governed ambition actually looks like, we really only need to look at the organization that literally invented the moonshot. NASA. NASA operates hundreds of securely managed environments where almost all of their 50,000 employees actively use these platforms every single month, which saves them millions of dollars. Think about that. 47,000 out of 50,000 employees are securely empowered to build and automate, all completely within strict guardrails.
Because they treat governance as an enabler instead of just a wall, individual engineers can safely push the boundaries. Actually, a single NASA engineer was able to successfully build a highly complex agentic Artemis launch planner directly on the platform to run their space program compliantly. One engineer. That's what happens when you unlock secure innovation. And you know, this mindset traces all the way back to 1961. John F. Kennedy's vision wasn't just about throwing a rocket into space. It was about the rigorous constraint of doing it safely and doing it within the decade. That perfectly mirrors how Agent 365 governs AI innovation today. You take the immense ambition to transform your business, and you pair it with the technical constraint to do it securely.
So now that we've seen how to govern this incredible technology at scale, managing enterprise risk while transforming those messy, fragmented tasks into beautifully unified workflows, I want to leave you with one final thought. What ambitious goal will you achieve when those guardrails are finally in place? Seriously, what is your organization's AI moonshot?